Damn, we made it again. It is Tuesday. A whole week later, we are live. What the hell's happening? Time for some gin? I love your comment, Dan. Nah, line come loose. Nos line come loose on my sicky dope Civic, yo. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Colleen. Clickbait thumbnail. A little bit. I didn't actually take one at work. Typically, I get a good picture from work. I did not get a picture of that blown Subaru engine, which I probably should have. It's been raining all damn day, and I didn't go out and do that. But um, if it gets them in, cool. Yeah, if not, so what? Hey, Tom. Love when people try to work on their own cars, dude. Damn, yes. So Jason kind of um, taught me that a long time ago. He says, or what they used to say back in the muffler shop, pay me now or pay me later. So you can pay me to fix it now, or you can fuck it up and bring it in and have me fix it later. So, in a way it's kind of messed up. And the other way is just, if you don't know how to do it, let me fix it for you. Oh, Bobby just sent me one. Liters go up. I found an echo trimmer on the road, fell off a truck. Karma repaid me by putting a rock through my neighbor's car window yesterday. This morning I went pull and pray and got a window for $29. Damn. Head bleeders go up, dude. I know. I've had so many of those come in, and the calipers are upside down, wrong side. I got out of it for $35 and just, yeah, that's pretty cool. So if you can see it, there's a hole. So that rod broke and knocked a hole in it. And in the video I shot in my short, it's blowing oil out of that hole. And it hosed me bad. Well, yeah, I've had my fair share of, calipers that are upside down, or as some would say, wrong side. Little JB will fix it right up. I don't know how long it'll stick there with the rod smacking it. But we're putting a motor in that one, I think, next week. We won't have it till probably end of the week, but first time I've done a timing belt, I fired it up without the valve cover to test. Got out and walked up front and got the oil shower. Yeah. Yeah, I had Hunter started up in that video, and man, it just covered me in oil. My phone was covered, everything. So, what else you guys been working on? We had a pretty nice Sunday, windy ass Saturday, but somebody had to have got out there and done something. We did get the Impala of my daughter's that's been sitting out in front of my house for, I don't know, 2 months. It's running, it's in the driveway. He is actually putting the heater hose pipe in the intake right now. I had him pull the thermostat to push that piece of pipe out where it broke off. And man, I'm glad I did, because that thermostat looked like hell. Can't get your Poland parted. Yeah, man, those Poland, I hate them. I've had weed eaters, chainsaws, everything. Those carburetors are just junk. Road coaster Saturday and Sunday. Damn. I try to steer clear of Poland, however you want to say it, just because, you can buy them brand new and they run great, but then the following year, doesn't matter if you clean them out and do what you normally should do to it to keep it, up till next year, it's still a piece of shit. You got to change the carburetor. My Echo will start on Cosby saws, but needs at least a new fuel line. Yeah, I have a Husqvarna weed eater, big commercial grade. Thing sounds like a damn big block Chevy when you start it, but I fog the carburetor, and I put a little bit of stable in it in the wintertime. I've had it for 4 or 5 years, 5 or 6 years, and I've never had it not start. I love it. I've had to replace the primer bulb, but I have a Stihl blower, and carburetor's junk. This is like an entry level Stihl. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. So I put a new carburetor on it. I'm selling it. I've got a Ryobi. I put a carburetor on it. Runs great right now. I'm selling it. I have a Milwaukee cordless blower that I'm using now. I think it's a 5 amp hour battery. I can go through and do my patio, my driveway, and all of my sidewalk, and it uses up a half a battery. So I can do it twice before I have to charge it. I have a Husqvarna motor with a Honda engine. Garbage picked, lower handles are electric conduit. Oh, nice. Now I've got a Toro mower. I had a Craftsman mower. It was like a 26-inch cut. Dude, I had that thing for 15 years. And the frame, the actual bottom, the actual motor itself, or a mower frame cracked. Motor still fired up and ran, but the actual body or frame of the mower itself, it cracked, and no one had a replacement. I tried fixing it, but it's some kind of weird metal. I don't know what the hell it was, but I couldn't fix it. So I went and bought a Toro from Lowe's, I think. I love it. It's no primer bulb, no nothing. Just pour gas in and pull the rope. Starts every time. I love it. Still like gasoline powered machines, yes. The only reason I got the electric blower is because I've gone through, I don't know how many blowers, but I'm not paying $500 for a blower. So that's why I got the electric one. Actually, I didn't pay for it. I gave Hunter a 1/2-inch Ingersoll impact at the 1,200 foot-pound gun. And those things go for $350, $400. So I just had him buy me the blower, and I bought a battery for it. I have a Toro and a Husqvarna on my place, but I use a Craftsman here and on the properties. Yeah. The Craftsman I had, I miss just because it had another 5 inches of deck that would mow the grass, and it makes a big difference. It does actually, but it is what it is. Yeah. The 26 did rock. I loved it. It was a 26 or 28. I can't remember, but the blade was gigantic. Mine now is a 22 or 21. 21 or 22. But yeah, dude, that old Craftsman had a 8.5 horse motor on it. It did great. I miss it just because it cut the grass so nice, and it was at extra wide, so it would get done a little bit quicker. But I like the Toro because there's no fuss. You just pull that damn rope and it starts. I've blown up a couple motors a long time ago. I windowed one of them with its own little rod. It blew oil all over the sidewalk. The governor was messed up. It was a free mower. I didn't have a bunch of money then. I was raising kids. But it was a push 26, yes. Had self-propelled, but yeah. Man, I love that Craftsman. I would have put anything against it as far as, cut wise. I loved it. But I can't remember if it was a Toro or whatever it was. I ran it out of oil and I didn't know. A lot of the newer mowers now, you run them low on oil, they'll shut off. But hi, Marissa. No, Cody got the thermostat out, got that piece of pipe out, and he's putting it back together now, I think. But yeah, this one dude, I ran out of oil and it threw a rod, and it had what oil was left all over my sidewalk. That was in Fairborn. Hey, Rich, what's up, dude? I had a garbage picked Troy built. I loved, but the tires were about gone. I gave it to a buddy. Yeah, I replaced that Craftsman I had. I went probably every couple years. I had to put either front wheels or back wheels on it. Yeah, this mower now, it's still under warranty. So if the wheels go bad, I just go to Lowe's and show them where I bought it. And Toro said that they'll replace the wheels right there. Hey, suckers in Virginia for the night. Let's get some entertainment going. Are you bored, dude? Did you hear that? Chrysler 2 Fords run low on oil and shuts off. The only time I see them shut off is when they lock up. I mean, having a fail safe to shut off on low oil would be nice. It would save a lot of engines, but I've not seen that. Got someone to help with the 67, not ready to quit that car yet. So 57. If you don't get the Craftsman power and drive cable, as well spin, chew up the teeth. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with that. It was actual treads. And then the new wheels are so thin. That was Morgan, yes. That you can't actually, you push the motor down the turn, and if you land too hard or too quick, those plastic wheels just break. Old Mac. 50-inch Cub Cadet. Yeah, I don't have enough yard for that. My 21-inch or 22-inch mower takes me about 40, 45 minutes to mow. Yes, extremely. Virginia is boring. I go to Mexico next week. Dang. They use oil pressure to open the intake valves. Yeah. I've seen so many of them where it would throw, the timing solenoid codes because it was low on oil. But then again, I mean, if they do go too far out of time because of lack of oil, they will shut off. I've been getting Amazon wheels. Yeah, I tried those too, and it's still the same. I think the last set of wheels, where the hell did I go to get those? I think it might have been Harbor Freight or something where I got them the last time. I had 67 check-ins, and a third of them were from Virginia. Damn, Dylan, you pushing them out? Rich, mind if I pop in? Yeah, sure thing, man. You'll swing by. I just might put trimmer string in place of the blades. 97 bucks for 3 blades. Woo! Bunch of government drones going to NATO. Really? Don't go to Mexico, but it's the job. I dig it. I want to go to Mexico. Bunch of government drones going to NATO. Mexico scares you. What's up, Rich?
Hey, how you doing, bud?
It's getting warmer finally.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's still a little bit cool here, but it's starting to warm up a little bit. I was out working on the car today. I got a friend of mine. His name is Larry. He built the hell was it? His engine in his Nova. He had one of those hatchbacks, SS.
Yeah.
And it was like I forget what it was, like a 70 something or whatever, white car, rally rims, 2-door. And he started working on my car, so he's got chalk writings on the firing order on the valve covers. 1357 on the drive side. Huh?
Ask Dylan if that was bad there.
Oh. 1357 on the driver's side and 2468 on the passenger side valve covers.
He must
Why
be a
don't you just
phone
write
guy.
it down? All right. So what we think happened was one of the people that I had as my vendors when I sold my house, I
Yeah.
think what he did was spitefully turn my distributor back 180 degrees. And we also found out that the wires were crossed. So in other words, he was screwing around with the spark plug wires.
So he was
The old
ass
man-
backwards.
Yeah, well, see, I already had that stuff straightened out. And people were telling me that, the car is not a running engine, it's a core engine. And every Sunday for 3 Sundays in a row, I went over there, poured gas in the carburetor, and it fired up. And I mean, I'm talking running until it ran out of gas. Now,
Yeah.
if it was a core engine, I don't think it would have ran at all. You know what I'm saying? Or it would have had about bad valve tap or something knocking. There's nothing knocking on that at all. But we definitely know that there's a problem with the fuel tank. It's either got some crap right where it goes through the line, and definitely got to replace the line. But I'm just trying to figure out. So there's a little munchkin.
Say hi. Say hi.
Hi, Rich.
Hi.
Can I see your roaster?
Can you what?
A dragster.
She calls it a roadster.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
Are you done? Need to go night night?
Nope.
Yeah.
I
I'm
need,
getting a bigger bed.
I need my roaster out.
Rob,
No,
is
Mom,
that
what
the,
is
Okay,
it?
hold on, you
is
brat.
that the age of no?
Thanks.
I'm gonna go get in your big girl bed.
I don't think she cares at the moment. All right, you gotta go to bed, okay?
Okay.
All right, I love you.
The roaster is.
Say bye, everybody. Night night.
Bye, everybody.
At night.
Night night, baby. Love you.
No.
Cute
You
little,
better go
little
get
thing.
her. She's going up the steps.
She won't go upstairs by herself.
Hey, Rob, is she at the age of no? Everything is no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grandbabies.
It's cute for a while. I know that. Oh, God. All right. So, what I was going to ask you
Mhm.
is on the 57, okay? When I was putting the one piece oil pan gasket on, there was it's not like a drop, not like a normal drop of antifreeze coming out. It was more like what we would call a driplet, like a little tiny thing leaking on the inside of the engine coming out as I was underneath it. Now, could that be just because the gasket didn't seal on the water channel? Or could it be that,
The block's cracked.
no, the block's not cracked. Unless it would be cracked in the cylinder walls. But if it was cracked, oh, wait a minute, no.
You got water jacket on both sides of the rail.
Yeah, so if it's leaking, it could be because of the gasket.
The head gasket?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
let's-
there is a chance.
I
You could
remember
always
too.
replace it.
I never had the heads machined. I mean,
I've
it only
threw
had
it back
60
on before and not had a problem.
I'm still thinking maybe it might have been something, I mean, because when I put those pistons in, it didn't look like anything was cracked.
No. I mean, if
If the piston is going up and down, and it's cleaning the cylinder walls, wouldn't that make that more visible? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
but
the-
it doesn't. But it doesn't have to be just a cylinder wall. You got water jackets in like 5 places on that side of the engine. You know where your freeze plugs are on both sides?
The freeze plugs are not popping out. They're not even rotted.
They don't have to. If any point that motor could have froze because of antifreeze not being, where it should.
Right.
It could have put a hairline crack on the inside of the engine. So the old Chrysler 22s, like they had in the Dodge Omnis and stuff like that,
Yeah.
their castings were really thin and they were leaking on the inside of the engine, and everybody thought it was a head gasket, and it was actually the block was cracked.
Were they actually made thin on the 283?
No, but you just can't rule that out.
Right.
So the best idea is to go get a bottle of engine dye
Okay.
and put it in there and pressurize it.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about, but I have to go to an auto parts store to pick that up. And then you're saying buy that and buy the antifreeze, right? Or put water in it.
Yeah, I would
Let's see
just do water for now with that dye
Right.
until
Okay.
you can.
So it'll show up wherever it's leaking. It'll come across.
Yep.
So it could be that there might be debris in that water jacket too, because there was a lot of sludge in that, Rob.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be okay if it's a head gasket. I really hope that's what it is. But for it to
because
leak
like
on
I
the
said,
inside,
it took about a year for it to start leaking.
yeah, there's a good chance it may have a crack in it.
Okay.
That's the water jacket typically won't leak on the inside unless it's performed or, injured by compression or heat. Normally, if it's leaking on the inside of, huh?
That engine's never even run long enough for heat.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, the chances are slim that it's the actual head gasket, but there's still a chance.
Yeah, because it was only coming out where number 3 cylinder is.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only, or whatever one it was in front of it.
So the freeze out plugs don't always pop out when they're supposed to.
Yeah, but they're not rotted either. They're solid. I've tapped them.
That's fine. That's what I'm saying. If they were put in too tight, there's a chance
Yeah.
they won't pop out.
Okay.
That's why I always put brass plugs in mine, because it's softer than the cast iron is.
Okay. Now I'm just trying to go through the channels here to make sure everything is clear.
Mhm.
All right. So right now we're thinking it's probably a hairline crack, or it could be, like you said, it could be a head gasket because it didn't seat right. We know it's not the freeze out plugs because none of them are rotted. I've tapped every one of them. And they're not budging.
Mhm.
And it's only coming out of the one, so it's not coming out of the other head gasket.
Right.
So there could also be, maybe there's still some debris left in one of those water jackets or one of those water channels where it may have lifted up on the gasket, causing it to leak on the inside.
Yep.
Okay. Good thing we have another set of head gaskets. I'm not going to mess with the one that's fixed though. If the other one's not leaking, don't fix it.
Hell no,
Here.
don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Nope.
But
I do
having to
think
pull
I have to
that
get
oil pan off again just to look at it.
I do think I have to get another oil pump for that car. I think the oil pump in there is original to the car.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the fuel pump is original to that car too. It's got the screws going all around the outside of it.
That's not original.
No,
That's
I'm
it.
talking 57, not
Yeah.
60s. It looks just like the ones they show.
Yeah. You can still get the ones that are rebuildable.
Okay.
I actually had a Mallory rebuildable mechanical pump on my 283 when I first put it in the Camaro.
Okay. All right.
And
Well, we definitely know that the engine's not a core because at one point when I was still at my house, I drove that car into the carport under its own power. And I also backed it up. And I have run it a couple of times. And there was, at one time before I put the rod bearings in, a knock. But the knock was caused because I didn't put bearings in it. and because there was sludge in the threading for the connecting rods, the cap and the rod itself. So that may have caused it to have a, I want to say, a falsified knot, because once I tightened them down and everything and cleaned it up, it disappeared. It's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan, it was a Mallory. And then that one went bad, and I put a Carter rebuildable on it. But I had 2 Mallory electric pumps too when I switched everything over. But yeah,
All right.
Mallory made mechanical pumps too.
All right, so I'll go find out. I'll see what one's the best. But see, I got to watch it with this auto parts store, because they tried to sell me some main bearings that were already fitted to another car and were dirty and scuffed.
Oh,
And they tried
nice.
to charge me full price for them.
Yeah, we've been getting all kinds of parts with old parts in them. I got a water pump the other day that was supposed to have a groove for the O-ring to go into,
Yeah.
and they never cut the groove. It was for a BMW. I was like, I can't use this.
And they're not cheap, man. Them parts for Beamers are not cheap parts.
It was $300 for that water pump.
Yeah, you're talking about
But yeah,
57 BMW.
we had to send it back and get another one. And the second one that came in, it actually had the groove in it.
I'm telling you, man.
Somebody didn't do their job.
Now, see, and that's what I was saying a long time ago when I had my black Dodge. Remember the 50 Dodge?
Yeah.
Remember the Dodge I had? Had a straight flathead 6. I had to put a timing chain in that and a set of gears. Okay. And there's this guy, he restores Indian motorcycles. He's got a shop in his garage, in his house. That's all he does.
Right.
So he's got the sandblasting machine and everything else. So come to find out, I put the timing chain in on the Dodge.
Dan, that water pump came from O'Reilly's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, stay away from O'Reilly's.
It wasn't O'Reilly's. It was whoever supplied them with the pump. And I can't remember what brand it is.
Right. It'll have it stamped on the box or something on the...
yeah, but I mean, that was 15 cars ago. So I don't know.
Well, but the thing is, when we did the timing chain on that car, we thought it was going to run. Okay, we thought everything was all hunky-dory and everything. We lined up the dots and all that other crap. And it wouldn't run. It wouldn't start.
Yeah.
So we put everything back off. We're looking at it again. And my friend's telling me, he's like, they manufactured this wrong. It's not on the right tooth. The dot's supposed to be on the tooth before it, not after it. So we took it back to his shop. We put it in his sandblast cabinet. We cleaned it. And he made a new marking on another tooth. We put it in and the car started up.
That's good, though.
So there you go. It's another manufacturer defect,
What did he send me?
Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, the 52 Plymouth, man, that was a basket case and a half. I think the best car that I had here was probably the 67 Charger that I had. And that car, man, that guy came from New York with a trailer and that car drove on it. He didn't question nothing. Here's your cash. See you later. 383.
Huh.
Must be reading the comments. Either that or you passed out.
Who?
You.
Yeah, and I'm going through like 10 other things too. Means you didn't ask enough.
How's your brother doing?
So far so good.
Yeah.
He normally pops in about now, so we'll see. We've entered the boating season, so we've had all kinds of different stuff going on.
Yeah, I live in a place right now where that's. I mean, I could if I had a boat, I could launch it.
Yeah. There he is.
Yeah, see,
What's
I
up,
can't
bro?
see it.
Dan, Dan said, Jason, 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 like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, right.
It was funny when my daughter had my newest grandbaby, Ridley, went to the hospital to, so I could, support her while she was giving birth and everything. And
Yeah.
I walked in that room and she started screaming, and I said something about getting an exorcist.
Right.
And she's like, Dad, shut up. And I said, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And the new Beetlejuice came on the TV.
Oh no.
I looked at Danny. I went, I'm going to go home.
Messed up, man. That's
Oh,
funny
it
as
was
heck.
messed up. It was really bad. She looked at me when the movie came on. She's like, no, this ain't happening.
Not having it. Nope.
It was just like the perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly.
Jason got some cool shots. He went camping this weekend.
Yeah.
And I knew Friday we were going to get hammered with some storms, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. But he got a really cool light show from the lightning. We had hail forever.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where are you guys out of anyway?
Ohio.
Oh God. Oh yeah, you're not that far from me. It's about a 16-hour ride.
Oh, is that all?
That's about it.
Oh.
I got some another friend that lives in North Carolina. She's 8 hours away.
Is it Abby, Jason?
What up?
What's happening? You talking about Abby?
No, Keith had a baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Keith and Faith had a little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he texted me earlier. What's happening, Rich?
Man, how you doing, Jason?
I'm good, brother. Busier than a one-arm wallpaper hanger, you know.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're I'm back at doing like what the heck is a boom boxes and stuff like that. I just bought one for $800. I got to rebuild the inside where the tape decks are, and we're kind of like farting with the '57 Chevy again. But I got to get some.
I saw that video today where you guys were farting around with it.
Yeah. Well, the guy's actually built some cars, so I'm not too afraid to let him mess with it, you know. And that'll give him something to do when he's bored, you know.
Right.
At Old Mac, we had a gorgeous weekend with really good temperatures, and then this morning I had to put a coat on to go to work.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
That's about
gross.
the
I had my hoodie and I had to put one of them emergency ponchos on. I was out looking at a refrigerator for a guy. It was pouring down rain. But yeah. Freaking Friday night up at the lake, man, that storm came out of nowhere, and it was
nasty.
It was sketchy, dude. Our camper was rocking. Like the power went out and everything up there. It was nuts. Luckily, I put a new battery on my camper. Poor Chris, his batteries pooped out. He was in the dark in his camper, and he has a little tiny camper, so he sets up that little privy tent, you know.
Uh-huh.
And it destroyed it. I looked out my door. I was like, oh, no, its little privy tent's gone. It was laying on the ground. It blew his one table over, and we don't know what the heck happened. It had a bunch of holes poked in it, but it was hailing pretty good. I don't know if that's what it was, but
we had a nickel and dime size hail here.
yeah, it was It was probably quarter size. I was afraid it was going to blow the windows out of the camper. I was like, holy crap.
It was definitely rough. That's for damn sure.
Mhm. And then it was
I
windy
got
up there.
the tent that sleeps 10.
Yeah.
Imagine if I set something up like that out there. Oh God.
There was a couple tent people, and they were rolling out in the dark.
Right,
I
well,
helped
we're
one,
done.
I helped
Not
one
by
guy.
their
Yeah,
own
I helped
tents
one guy
either.
pack up. He had like 4 kids with him. But yeah,
God.
it was pretty sketchy for probably about a half an hour. But as that storm was moving in, man, it was. I have even more videos of lightning I need to work on. I had to slow that one down to see all of it, but it was crazy. It was like a big bubble coming, because we're up on the hill there, compared to where you guys are. It's like, holy moly.
It was so cold today. I saw an eagle wearing bunny fur to keep warm.
Well, the kids actually thought it was so warm out that they went to school in shorts and t-shirts.
Man, I walked out this morning in shorts and I was like,
Yeah.
nope.
And these are little kids. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, right.
Shoot, I grabbed my snap-on jacket and threw it on, and it was just like, it was actually cold. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I had the umbrella, then I had like a hoodie on. And I was like, well, this ain't gonna work. So I ran the camper and got one of those emergency ponchos, because I was like, well, luckily when I got there, the guy had it under he had like a awning over his driveway, like a
Yeah.
lean-to. Luckily, I didn't. But it was cold. It was nasty. And then it
Yeah, I got-
settled down for a while, and I've been working up at SVG fixing all their motorhomes so they can get rid of them.
What's up, Woody?
What's up, Woody?
Yeah, I've got 2 of those emergency ponchos on the bass boat because me and Dad got stuck in that rainstorm one time.
Yeah. We got like
Dude,
a whole
that bilge pump could not keep up.
It's like every time I go to the dollar store and I see them, I just grab 2 or 3 and throw them in we got like a tote in the camper just full of them.
Oh, I felt raining out here. It's like, man, let me go check this, make sure it's not raining out.
I think it finally quit raining here, but I think it's going
Yeah,
to rain
it
again.
quit raining finally.
Yeah.
We got the Impala running that was out front, the one that Steve gave Marissa,
Yeah.
and the pipe that goes to the lower intake that's held in by the cylinder head on the 3.4.
Oh, yeah.
It broke off in the lower intake.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I had him pull the thermostat, and he got all that changed and pushed that piece out, so he's got it back together. So hopefully they'll drive it out of here tomorrow.
I was wondering what that car was.
What?
If you want to break down the road. Don't do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you bye.
Well, I'm gonna have get Dad's trailer and dump it with all that crap that's on it, and then go get all my roofing stuff on it and bring it home.
And new toothbrush.
So-
I dropped mine in the goddamn toilet.
The roof can
Oh,
get done.
there's one right there in that bag. See it right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That skinny lip.
Skinny lip.
I dropped my goddamn toothbrush in the toilet.
It's no different from brushing your teeth. Come on.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
it-
Same area.
Smells a little different at least.
Not from here.
Smells like ATF.
Yummy.
Yeah, I just went to the dentist. And the last 2 times I went to the dentist, they gave me a new toothbrush. He was like, "You got any toothbrush?" Like, yeah, right there.
Perfect. No, I got ATF and gasoline in my mouth today.
Ugh.
It's a great day.
Ugh.
We
Disgusting.
did a lot of transmission shit today.
All of it.
Almost all of it.
I did
I
a
did
bunch
it.
of crap out in the rain.
Trans pan gasket and filter on a 6L80 on a Chevy truck.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm replacing the transmission in basically the same truck. So we
Exactly,
saved one
yep.
and we retired one.
Put one
But
down, and got one up, huh?
That was a tight fit.
Now, how well do you know the 57 transmission, Rob?
Powerglide?
Yeah, cast iron one though.
I don't.
Okay, because there's supposed to be two different types. One that
Jason
actually
knows
was
about those.
one that was actually in the Corvette, and I think that was the cast iron one, where it actually had the torque converter would hold like a quart more fluid than the transmission pan, so it would actually back out the dipstick tube and run on the floor.
Oh. I
That's
know
not what-
Jason dealt with the different transmission stuff, their Powerglide stuff, when he was rebuilding his.
Yeah, because the one that I have is actually it's the cast iron one, and the engine mounts are in the front; they're not on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours is one that just hangs off the bat of the end. Yeah.
That's an early one, from what I was told.
Dan, there were aluminum power glides that had two pumps also. The one I have has two pumps. It's a 62, and it has a weird output shaft on it
It
too.
does.
Hey, you know what the funny thing on this Powerglide is, Jason, is the dipstick tube is about the size of a $50.
Oh yeah. The cast
Yeah.
iron ones were. Yeah.
Yeah, they big.
What's really weird is when you find the early aluminum ones and they're
Yeah.
air cooled. They're air cooled.
Oh,
They don't have, yeah, they have
No
holes in the,
transmission
It's
lines.
going in the radiator. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, they got holes in the bell housing to cool the torque converter off.
Okay.
They have a fin pan too.
Mm-hmm.
I want that Banks cover for my truck. That's what I want. The
Yeah.
new fin rear end covers they got are pretty trick.
62 about the end. Yeah.
Who the hell is he barking at?
They only got a full parking lot today.
I'm not really sure exactly what cars use that air cooling, but I've seen a few of them. There's one on Marketplace. The guy wants like $50. I'm really thinking about
Vegas
going-
used air cooled Powerglides? I never got to work on many Vegas.
Yeah, probably because they didn't have any room.
You can't get your hands in there. I got fat fingers
I don't
too.
really know which ones did use. I'm gonna look that up.
Size 12 and a half ring finger. I ain't getting my finger in anything small, you know?
I've heard that before.
Yeah, so see.
Let's see.
Man, after all this time, I still got shit in my Jeep that I got to take out. And I still have shit in the storage unit that I got to bring back here.
I don't know, but I think I heard about Vegas. Look how small their radiators are. Yeah.
Oh, it was a Corvair. Corvair used the air cooled.
Okay.
The Kaiser Jeep
Yeah.
post office vehicles used the Powerglide air cooled.
I thought the Corvairs were transverse transmissions.
Well, yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's-
they had a 2-speed, but like you said, it was a transaxle, but it was air cooled.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the thing that I'm worried about too is if I do get a new engine, is that transmission going to mount to it?
What's up, Dakota? Yeah, no problem. You just got to watch the starter.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
the
my
Star Wars.
Powerglide. My Powerglide's on the back of a 2000 model 5.3. They'll fit everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that starter actually, the mail courier actually put the starter on my car. New one. I couldn't
The
get up
mailman
underneath.
did?
The mailman, yeah, he's a friend of mine. He's got a 56
Oh.
Pontiac Chieftain. He's got.
I
He's,
thought you meant
he's
just a random fucking mailman did it for you.
Yeah, he did, man. He's a buddy of mine. He
Oh,
got
here
up
it
on-
is. The air
I have
cooled
my-
Powerglides were aluminum. They were primarily used in the Chevy 2 in 1962.
That makes sense.
But see, there's nothing wrong with the transmission that's in the 57. So it's like, there's no point in taking it out. You know, if it ain't, like we said, Rob, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, in worst case scenario, if we don't get this car running, then I have to take the heads off again. I want to see if there's any hairline cracks.
Well, I mean, I would drop the oil pan and put pressure on it and see where you can't trace it, if it's coming out of the cylinder wall or if it's coming down the side of the block.
Right.
Yeah, the first year.
Yeah, if it's coming in off the inside of the block, then there is a crack in there. It's got to be. But if it's coming in off the cylinder,
62. Sorry.
If it's coming in off the cylinder wall, then that's a different story.
What, Jason?
So the first year, the first power glide was in 1950.
Oh.
And then they were in 63 is when they went to aluminum, but in 62 there were some of them there. That's when they came out. That's the one I have with the weird output shaft. Is a 62. And then they went all the way to 73 until they had the turbo hydromatic came out in 73.
Mine actually has a stamp on it on the casing, so I have to check the number.
Mm-hmm.
Yours most likely, came in the car, but
yeah,
I don't know enough about power glides to say anything.
Yeah, and I'm thinking the engine's original to the car too because of the engine mounts,
Because
Jason
had to take a crash course in his.
The bend tabs on the exhaust manifolds weren't even taken off; they were on there.
Yeah.
And both manifolds have the same stamp number in them.
Come on.
Yeah, the Corvair Power Glide was just for the power, the Corvair, using his principal designs and the optional, air cooled, horizontally opposed. Pretty neat. They're real simple transmissions. They're easy to rebuild. I mean, they're super simple. You literally could use like one of those multi-tools in your pocket and do it. It's insane.
I've heard of 348s, but I've never got to play with one.
What do they call the engines that were in those Corvairs?
348 was like a 409, Rob. It was just a small version of that. It was
right. Well, I've seen 409s, but I've never got to mess with those either.
Yeah.
You see they're making a comeback?
Yeah, the Y motors.
Yeah.
Did you ever see any of the big GMC V6s? Like they had huge cubic inch V6s that were a W head. Sorry, Rich, I didn't hear what you asked.
That's all right. I forgot anyone brain fart.
Okay, that happens to me too. So it's
part of getting old.
Don, what's going on? He's done with his 20-minute timeout.
Yeah. But I saw I can't remember who was making them, but somebody was making a 409, and they're making some stupid power.
Pat Musey does one. It's a W head. It's a all aftermarket. Yeah. What's really cool that I've seen is, and I don't know who did it, is somebody's making. They're making flatheads like from billet. They're machining flatheads but they're huge. They're not like 200 and something cubic inches anymore. They're like 500 cubic inch flatheads.
Oh, yeah.
They're crazy in there, and they're work. They don't have a cylinder head, but the intake runners and the exhaust, flow really. It's crazy looking thing.
Well, I know if I had the money to screw around with it, I wanted to get that God damn it, the engine that they built. I can't remember who did it either, but it's like a small block Chevy and LS all crammed into one.
Oh yeah, they do Motown makes a small block Chevy that will accept the LS head. Not Motown. It's oh shoot, it's like Dart or what's the other one? Merlin. Merlin's who does that. Yeah.
He was just talking about Merlin. Rob was.
This just popped up. Says first time since 2016 the Indy 500 is sold out. 350,000 spectators to be expected.
Let's see here.
Guess where I'm going Thursday? Guess where I'm leaving for Thursday?
Where are you going?
Indy 500.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be busy.
Sounds like a blast of a time.
I've never been.
Neither
Well,
have I.
I'm camping in the infield, so that's where I'll be watching from. I'm set. Once I get in there, we're parked.
Dude, the Brickyard in 98 was badass because they were still hauling ass. But
Mhm.
it all went to shit when Earnhardt died. Unfinished. What's up, dude?
Unfinished.
Effing 24-1, of course.
Yeah.
What's up, Don?
Indy 500.
Yep.
Better do a live while you're there, bitch.
I know. I need to.
There's going to be another 1,000 of them. You might as well be one of them.
Yep.
You're going to have lots of
I've
time.
never been. So yeah, it's a big deal to me. And we're
Oh, good.
You know that's Don. This cat's right in his face again.
Yeah,
that's a
almost
different
like-
cat. Oh, that one's
I
been
didn't know-
shaved too.
I didn't know you could hear the camera turn on.
Right.
Up here.
Well, what's our text blowing up about here?
You'll see.
Yeah, she got shaved a week or two ago. Wendy took control. Cat learned to not fight. It's to no avail. Cat just takes it. Well, anyway, Indy 500. You voting for Kyle Larson?
I don't know. I'm just going to sit and not have to answer my phone, dude. My business in the last 3 weeks has went insane. I can't keep up. I'm pissing people off, which is kind of funny. I didn't think it would get to this level yet, but it has. So
Wow, it's better than waiting on that next phone call.
yeah. Well, I got a
People
deal.
have to understand.
I got a deal with. There's a dealership here in town that's a car dealership, and they sell RVs. Rob knows what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Rob
Rob
bought
bought his truck there, and I bought my work van. I bought there, and they called me because they're getting out of the RV business, and they have about 20. They're new in quotations, but they're like 22s and 23s, and they've been sitting there, and they're all fucked up.
Yeah, new old stock.
Yeah, I don't excuse my French, but that's the only word I have to tell you is every one of them's messed up in there. But they're selling them at like liquidation price, so they're going fast, and and it's just. So I've been trying to keep up with them, and then my normal people, just calling every day. But luckily today, I was like, you know what? I'm on vacation for a week. It's like I'm leaving. I told the kids, I said, I'm probably going to turn my phone off. So I think I'm just going to give everybody Mike's phone number. So if something happens, you're just going to have to call Mike.
Put it on airplane mode, and when you take it off, it'll just blow up.
There you go. Yeah. On the way home when I'm putting the map in, it'll be a yeah.
Bring, 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 bring.
I mean, it's been good customers. I'm like I said, I'm blessed, but man,
You got to take time for you.
It gets overwhelming,
So what are you taking there? You taking the camper and all that good shit, or
Yeah, we bought. So I bought a Jayco.
What's your What's your ticket number?
Oh, I don't have it with me. It's upstairs. I'll have to. I can get it and tell you though.
Because I know we used to go to Watkins Glen, and we kind of knew where. All you had to do was give me a number, and I knew where he was at up at the Glen.
Oh, I'm on the infield. I'll be on the dunes watching. I don't even have a seat. It's just general admission.
Oh, that's fine. You can.
Yeah.
They got a jumbotron for you too.
Yes, exactly.
Hey,
But
Rob,
no,
we
we
go-
bought a.
See, the trick to going to races like that is you record it and watch it when you get home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I said I'm going to take my GoPro and just put it on the roof of the camper and just let it go. Like put a big
Yep.
card in it and let it rip. But no, we bought a Jayco Red Hawk that we were renting out because we have a travel trailer, but then we bought a motorhome to rent out, and that's what we're taking. So it'll be fun. It's a really nice motorhome.
I know, because saying we've been to the Glen. We've been to a bunch of tracks: Pocono, Glen, not Martinsville, Richmond.
Hey, Rob, you want to see what you should have for your shop?
Sure.
My butt.
It's been there.
The only NASCAR race we ever went to, Rob and I actually went together. We went down to Kentucky Speedway years and years ago.
Meyer 300.
That was fun as shit. But
Yeah.
we had all the VIP like hospitality stuff from Napa. What are you doing, girl?
We can't saying
You
like
now?
the Glen. I've had my Valiant to the Glen twice for a Cup weekend.
That's cool.
Wow, because that's why I got those decals. That's why I made them.
Hold on, I gotta let Lila out. She just came down here, which is weird for
What's
her.
up, Damien?
Come on, girl.
I mean,
That's what you use to annoy your neighbors in the shop.
Man, we've got a few boom boxes at the shop, so
That's one of the biggest ones they make. Try this way. There we go. I got to put new belts and new motor.
15-20 minutes from my house, dude. I know, but now it's got a
Hey,
bunch of
maybe-
freaking Amazon parking. Why can't someone buy that and reopen it?
get marked down something.
Well, I'm tired of putting.
They closed it because of traffic.
It's like I'm damaged now. I'm taking three fuckers home. I'm tired of keeping them shut.
The people in the city there didn't like how
Three
congested it
times
was
now.
every time one of
This
the
would have been
races
the
happened.
Like that's it. I'm done.
I'll take them.
And they're not
Those are
about
like earbuds of the 70s and 80s.
I think the $5 one.
Hey, look at today's haul.
What is that, bungee cords?
Bungee cords. Huh? The bags keep ripping open. The wife damaged them out. She's like, fuck it. I've taped it shut 3 times. I'm
I'm
done.
not doing it the fourth time. I've had it.
That's all right. Nobody can argue bungee cords.
People keep opening the damn things up, and they're all different lengths.
Let's say I got a tent out there without a case that I can wrap the shit out of for those.
Man, I've got about 20 6-inch bungees at work. I hang up brake calipers. I pull back harnesses and shit out of my way with them. I love them.
2 of these,
Wonders, man, when you need them.
5 of them.
Oh, no.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
Lila
ice cream-
came down here.
That's an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, and this one's that.
Oh, they expired, Rob.
No, I paid for them. They marked them down.
Hurry up and eat them.
Oh,
No,
they're
throw-
going in.
They were going
5-second
in.
rule. What's up, Dylan? What's up,
Nah,
Dan?
they might be up there a while. I'm trying to avoid calories.
Who came down there, Jason?
Lila came down here wanting out, which is
Oh.
weird. She never comes down here.
Wow.
That's my dog that knows how to open the door and come down here. So I was like, what do you need, girl? She needed out. She must have had an emergency or something.
I
She went out and came right back in. So
Hey, Rob, you going to Indy with your brother or what? No.
Nope.
he ain't got time for Rob. He's going to Indy.
12 of these. Amanda gave them to me. I said, I'll take them.
yeah, me and my buddy Mike are going. We neither
be
one of
gone
us
by
are going, so
Boxes.
I think he's ready for a break
Got
from
'em
his
over there.
brood. I was like,
Oh man, look all these new people in here.
yeah.
First responder,
What do you want?
Colleen, Levi. They go on sale too.
Oh, I forgot to grab
6
my
piece, half off. 30 of them,
I'll take one.
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna play with the Camaro and probably go fishing.
box and all.
Put them in the freezer.
Well, if you
Wendy's
get bored-
Hall
If
today.
you get bored, you just get on I-70. It's about 2 hours. I got a band for you. All you gotta do is come in. It's cool. They send you armbands. You got to keep them on. That's the only thing we got.
Really?
Yeah. Because we're camping on the infield, so we're already there.
Ah.
We don't have to have.
Yeah, Dad got you a brand new fan home. I had to calibrate it, but it works now.
Oh, sorry, I missed you, Colleen. I tend to ignore the chat over here, which is I'm bad for. But
Just slap him upside the head, Mama. That's all he needs. Yeah.
I'd rather be an easy elbow.
Yeah. Right. Luckily, if you hit me in the head, there's no vital organs up there. It's fine, you know.
All right, and it's
I hit my head all the time. Everybody's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, everything's fine."
normal.
Marbles up there rolling around, you know.
I'm just keeping regular.
Well, the other day I hit my head, and Jeremy looks at me. He's like, "Did you feel that?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
He's like, "You just hit your head." I'm like, okay."
I don't know. Am I bleeding?
That's tall. That's tall people problems.
Yeah, right.
Man,
I've
I
been
did.
hit so many times. I
I'm
don't.
glad
even
I don't have that.
I did like a month ago. I stood up. I was underneath a motorhome, and I stood up, and the slide was out, and I cracked my head, and it started bleeding. And this poor old woman, she about had a heart attack. She's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am, I'm fine. Don't
I'll
worry."
be fine in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'm good. Let me just get my bearings.
Well, y'all be happy to hear that I actually got a dinner date this weekend.
Heck yeah!
Nice. Is it
First
cute?
time in 10
I thought he didn't like us nominating that.
Hit my head on a bowler pipe.
so I'm going to be the one cooking.
Sounds like someone else.
Steak.
would go ahead.
Homemade mashed potatoes, a vegetable, some, and what is it? Apple pie with the crumbs on it.
Damn, I'm gonna be over too. Shit.
What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna be over there too. I'm hungry now.
Pitch chips. That's good.
I
Tissue.
went out and picked them up last night. The steaks are about the size of
Just lay
3
down.
pieces of what you would have at a restaurant.
The
They're
Bronto.
trying to show you a little 6-ounce piece. These are not 6-ounce steaks.
Oh God, what the hell did he say?
Oh yeah, when he puts those extensions on.
Lift in the frame, and their arms really. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
turn your head right into it.
Dang, yeah. Well, Damien's tall too. He gets it.
Yeah.
You know they make bump caps now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been
I
wearing
need a
one of those
fucking
since I was a kid. We had to wear those on the school bus now.
Like, that down and bump my head. And it's still there. That's been there 2 years.
I believe it.
When the short bus would come pick me and Rob up, they had to make sure we had our helmets on.
And our big crayons.
Exactly. You boys
Rob's
went
like
to school.
Up there.
Beep beep your bus a hill.
Hey, Rob,
Demonetized.
snap out of it.
Oh,
Ask and you shall receive.
demonetized. Demonetized.
Right? They're good that way.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever hit that point.
This live
Oh,
just
you
turned
will.
into a hate crime.
You'll be like me. You'll get like
I'm not even in there.
you get $100 every couple of years. It's fine.
Bump caps in a 100-degree garage.
Yeah.
Well, some people it's still justified.
Actually, no, Dan, it's not. It is an OTF. It's not double-edged, but I'll show you what happens. See how it goes out and back in. So that's what happens if you try to stab somebody with it.
Yeah. Springs
turns into a box cutter.
It stops. It goes right back in.
Yeah, the spring's not real strong.
Oh, glorified box cutter.
Exactly. It's a box knife.
That's how they make it non-illegal.
At my work, this is illegal.
The old timer.
Yep. If they ever ask him, well, tell them I use it for personal hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Let me know when Rambo shows up.
He lives next door.
Oh, it gets worse. I got all my throwing knives are right there.
When was the last time you threw them?
A week ago.
Okay.
He had to chase me out of the house. I was fucking with him.
Good thing you missed.
Little baby crumbit.
As long as it'll gut a deer.
Oh, I've got gut hooks. Just not by me.
Gut hooks cheating.
I love gut hooks though.
Oh, I can appreciate the appeal.
Oh. Here's a brand new set of throwing knives I haven't even opened yet.
They got Top Golf at fucking Great American Ballpark.
Yeah.
There you throw that in for the first one. See if the adhesive melts that plastic to the blade. It was just a thought.
You can kind
You ought
of.
to set a board up there. That way you can do it during a live.
Well, that is my board right there.
I hit it.
I can't right now. You see what's below it? You see what that is?
Throw a piece of carpet over
What is that? Your vibrator charging station or something?
it. Right? It's a 220.
Well, other than the welder, no, that's
Oh,
two,
okay.
that's two of my windows.
Oh, yeah. So you better not miss. You better be good.
So you're
Well, even
saying
if they
you're not
fall,
that
I'm
good.
afraid I might hit it.
Or if it pops out.
Well, granted, he says he throws them doesn't mean he's any good.
Right.
Oh
It's
no,
like
I
me
nail
and
it.
darts.
You're not gonna push me tonight, Don. Stop it.
Like
Hey, you're the
like
one that
fishing.
brought it up.
it's like fishing and catching, Don.
I'll move the windows and I'll do
How
it next
close
time.
do you keep? How close do you keep the Band-Aids?
Body size.
Well, they do come in a variety.
No, when I throw them, I keep the blade away from my hand.
I didn't know. It's
I had a butterfly
professionals-
knife, so I learned that quick.
in competition. Are you allowed to wear gloves, or is that cheating?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a
Don't give me a knife.
Wendy says she's in.
I did not. Every time I open a knife, I fucking cut myself.
No shit.
Utility knife you gave
I
me.
there was a box of utility knives at work because I'm like radar and
Blue.
I'm in the parts crib, and I found this stash of old cardboard cutters that they discontinued, and I brought one home for Wendy. In less than 5 seconds, she cut herself. She's that good.
Oh, boomerang.
He's gutting 2 deer at a time. Oh, bat wings. I can see the appeal though.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Uh-oh. Don just froze up.
will they shave hair?
I don't know. I've not tried. And there's another.
That's a personal question.
Well, you want to test it on your forearm first.
Not your wrist.
You can.
How about the
You got a lot
jugular?
of faith in yourself. Saying
I've got
back in the day, that's how you knew if your knife was sharp.
I
Bald
got so
spot.
many damn knives down here. It's stupid.
I remember Grandpa would be sharpening an axe. So he would do that. That's good to cut wood, boys. I'm like, Jesus, you could cut paper.
Mhm. Well, you're cutting wood, you're not splitting wood.
Right.
There's difference between the splitting maul and a cutting axe.
Excuse me, Lord.
Why are you still in your work clothes?
Yeah.
For tomorrow. I already got a shower and everything.
You see that text I sent? That popped up on my Facebook. That's horrible.
All right. I'm going to be back in a couple minutes.
All right. Be easy on her.
Yeah.
The hell is that?
It's a
It's all right,
Damascus.
Jason. We've got a safe word.
That's your new box cutter?
Huh?
That's your new box cutter?
Yeah.
That's a Damascus blade, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
pretty cool. It was funny. I was thinking the other day, I was like, I haven't watched Alex Steele make anything lately. And then all of a sudden it popped up and he was making Damascus out of like all kinds of crazy shit.
Dude, he got married and he changed his whole tactic.
Oh, I know. But he took, it was some kind of coin. Like he made his own coin and then he made
Yes.
Damascus out of his own coin. That was cool as shit. Oh God.
Sorry.
What? What do we miss?
Some dumb shit I texted in our group text that is not suitable for what
No.
we're doing right now.
No.
But it did pop up on my Facebook, which was kind of weird.
What the hell are you watching?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm
It
going
heard
to
you
hell.
talking.
I'm going to hell. Well, it's like I'm scrolling through all the Indy 500 stuff, and then that pops up. I'm like, what the fuck is that doing in here? But okay, whatever. Oh Lord.
Wow.
Unfortunately, inside joke shit that I can't post on here, but
Well,
Oh, what's this one?
oh God, Rob's getting into his stash.
Well, it's another karambit. It's this one's actually kind of crazy looking. That's as far as it opens. Yeah, it's a
This is
slasher.
dangerous.
Yeah.
oh yeah. That's called slash and gash and cut another hole in your ass.
Anything that gets near it. Rob the knife.
Oh no, Norm from Cheers passed away today.
Oh,
Norm Dent.
damn.
Really?
How old was he?
He's born in 1948.
Oh,
He's what,
2
70,
years older than Dad.
Yeah, he's what, 77.
Yeah.
That's
So,
the
Man, I was doing.
So he used to sell knives a long time ago.
I was doing some genealogy stuff on Sunday's side of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And her grandpa, Carol's dad, was born in 1917.
Oh,
It's like I was typing that in, and Hunter was like, "Damn, 1917." I'm like, "Yeah." And he died when he was like 48 years old. He died in like 1961. He died, way before Cindy was born.
right.
It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. He was in World War II because I got Grandpa's military records. Got his DD 214,
Right.
and Cindy wanted me to get his DD 214, and that's when I was ordering it. And Hunter saw me punching that stuff in. But yeah, he was in the Navy in World War II. So it'll be neat to when I get it to see
Hell yeah.
what action he was in. You know.
Friday night, I have to drive my brothers to get the Model T for a parade on Saturday. Hell yeah, that sounds like fun as hell.
Nice. Yeah, Rip George Rent. Yeah, it was,
Time to take the water pill.
Oh,
time to go pee.
I did not see where he passed away today, but man, we've been so damn busy at work. I haven't got on my phone at all. I got on there at like 1:00 and messaged Dad for a minute, and then that was
I
it.
drove by yesterday and Ronnie was there. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
He was working on the fence finally.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, dumbass Ronnie.
Yeah, some bitch.
Dan, you can go on the military archives and order that as long as you, I mean, obviously he's your dad, you would know all his information and they'll send it to you in like 3 to 5 days. They don't even charge you for it.
I need some rubber bands.
I guess so. Jesus. Don't go to the strip club?
Yeah, right.
Stripping.
No, I started doing what they said to do. Like, even though I had sold my house and I got money for it, I still put money off to the side. Like, I went and bought 100 silver rounds before the market started going up. And then what I do is I put money off to the side every time I spend something. Like if I spend a 20, the change from it goes in this stockpile like this.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep going until it gets too big. Then I get a rubber band and
That's
put
the way
it
to
up
do it,
and
brother.
lock it in the safe.
Excuse me. Man, I had this tickle today from the
tickle monster?
from the freaking pollen monster.
Yeah. Thank God that stuff didn't fly too much this year.
I went out this morning or yesterday after the rain and my car was green. It's like, what the
Oh,
heck?
yeah. Yeah, that's all the loose shit. It's the rain rinsing it off.
Yeah, I've been saving my money. I'm getting ready to put a roof on the house, and it's killing me.
Man, they did one next door. They started at 6:30 in the morning. They tore that whole roof off of Glenn's house, reboarded it, everything. They were out when I got back at 2:00. They were gone, and you couldn't even tell they'd been there. Couldn't even tell they'd been there. Besides, there was a new roof on the house.
Well, when you
And
got 10 Mexicans doing the same thing, I mean,
Dude, they kick ass though, and they don't make a mess. They clean it up. It's insane. Yeah, Lila perked up one morning. It was just when the sun was coming up. It's like last Wednesday or last Thursday. And then Cindy comes home at 7:30. She was like, they got the whole, like you could see straight through Glenn's house.
What the fuck?
I hope it's not your pee making the fucking toilet blue, because that means you got the syphilis. They do, Dan. It's crazy, dude. They do not mess around. Like it's crazy. And like I said, you couldn't tell they were there. Like there wasn't anything disturbed. There was no trash. There was no nothing.
Well, they'll be doing mine this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, they throw down, bro. Throw down.
They're probably going to hate having my awning on the one side, but
they like I said, they know what to do. It's not a problem.
Am I lot?
Hello.
No, I'd forgotten. I got one of them Bluetooth speakers about this big. It was out on the deck earlier, and I was like, because I had my cigarettes. It's like, where the fuck are they at? Then I forgot. when I was coming in tonight from the garage. Hold on, come on.
Tell them to make you big screen.
What is
Right
that?
outside. That's the top rail of my chain link fence on this end of the yard.
What happened to it?
What happened to it? It got bent. I'm looking the cat. There's where that.
Zoom it in.
Hold on, let me get out of your way.
Gato.
God damn it! No, there's two cats, man.
I
Two
see
cats.
two cats.
They were staring each other down. But look at the hairballs on the ground.
Oh yeah.
They was already into it.
Yeah, they were out. Yeah.
My cat
It's like,
ran
come
off
on,
a black
I
cat
wanna-
yesterday.
I want to be a witness to this. It's not like I'm going to go over and shoo them away. You know, I don't
Ooh.
shit. But they never did get into it. It's like, oh man,
Check
look,
this out.
all
There's
the
gonna be-
hair on the ground tells another story.
There's going to be a wiener race on Friday at the Indy 500. There's going to be 5 Oscar Mayer wiener cars racing around the track.
There's
Like,
gonna be
is
a
that
bunch of
shit?
wieners driving them.
That shit for real.
How many do they have?
There's
Sounds
like
like
a
5
whole,
of them.
there's like a whole fleet, but yeah.
I know. I was saying they bring them to
Dude,
Indy.
you
I
got to
could
record
say,
that shit.
Yeah, I gotta go watch that for sure.
you know, they're going to have to schedule that because people will want to see that.
Oh
Next
yeah,
time-
Scott just sent me. There's a shirt that says "There's only one wiener." Indy 500, Oscar Mayer.
Brother.
Huh. Well,
Figure 8 racing Oscar Mayer wieners.
that's
Hi,
hilarious.
Mom. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Wendy.
Rich.
I don't know the other guy.
That's Rich.
That's Mr. Rich.
Okay.
Are you normally done at 10 o'clock, Rob?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go.
Well,
I
was- Usually by the time it gets to the end of it, I'm ready for bed anyway. So
Yeah, I'm there. I'm ready for a shower in bed.
I already got my shower. I did that when I come in. It's like, oh,
Well,
I'm here, but I'm not.
I got in the door and helped
You said
my
20 minutes out.
Yeah.
future son-in-law work on hitting the car outside. And then I didn't have time to get a shower yet.
No, I was cleaning threads on this block. I can scraping water passages through the freeze plugs. And
Danny
Yeah.
Boy says, did you ever remind that teacher that they forgot the homework assignments?
sign homework. Nope. I kept my mouth shut. I'm a spectator before I'm a participant.
Right.
Because he talked about
Rob, one
that.
question for you.
What?
One question for you. When you put a new piston in, okay, and the cylinder wall looks like, it's worn out, you don't hone it or whatever, and the new piston goes up and down a few times, and you take the head back off because, like I had the problem with the head gaskets, remember? And that piston cylinder wall looks like brand new. Why is that?
Brand new is and it's got crosshatch, or brand new and it looks like glass.
No, it's really shiny.
That's almost too polished.
Yeah, piston rings cleaning it up.
Yeah, you gotta
Really?
have that. Well, it's
Anything
before
or-
you with the
You
new
want oil
piston,
on it,
you
too.
want to at least.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing that it's cleaning up the cylinder walls like that?
Well, then you're
It's scratching the shit out of them. So you want to put some oil on them.
Scratch the shit out of it if they were standard size pistons, though.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be able to remove any material just by rotating the engine over.
Well, I mean, maybe it may have polished it because of the friction.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It shouldn't make any difference unless you didn't install it with any oil on it.
I
pour
had
oil.
Devil's Mystery Oil in them, remember?
No.
One of the videos that I have actually shows all the cylinders filled with Marvel's Mystery Oil.
Oh, yeah.
So it can't be that.
Well,
Jason
It-
There's
found
got to
out.
be some residual left over, even if that stuff does blow out or go through into the oil pan.
yeah. It's,
Well, if
You
it's
shouldn't-
if the bore's that smooth, won't it risk washing out the cylinder? The
no,
ring.
no. You still got rings that should seal regardless. The
Right,
cross
right.
that's helped with sealing it.
See, the
Well,
pistons
it's
are
kind of like
and so are the
putting new
rings.
Jason fell down.
the new rings and new pistons. So
Yeah.
Well, then again, it's kind of like putting new pads on an old rotor. They'll break themselves in.
Yeah.
all right. So yeah,
I
you're
would
cleaning
just-
off.
I'm-
Having a car that sits, for a month, and then through rain and everything else, and then you get in and start it and drive it, and it cleans up the rotors.
Yes.
I would still pour some oil down each cylinder before you rotate it again.
Okay. All right.
So
Tell him to write that.
Jason's back.
I don't know what happened there. He just knocked me out.
I
He
don't
Oh,
fell
no.
down.
Wendy said you.
I fell down. Yeah.
She
Jason,
wants to
Blake,
know if
help
you need
my-
band-aid for your knees.
Need cross hatching to hold oil on the walls.
I hope he didn't hit his head when he fell.
I know. I did this motor.
Nah, no vital organs
I
up there.
I used a set of stones on this block, but I'm debating about if it needs more.
I couldn't
'Cause
get
mine
that.
were-
tool. I wanted it and I couldn't find it.
Yeah. All the other motors I've rebuilt that didn't go to the machine shop, I just dingleberried with WD-40. And
I couldn't find that dingleberry thing. That's the problem.
they're all over the place.
Good old dingle balls.
Yep.
I like
but
I like
the auto
stones. They
stores up here,
cover a
that's the
broader
problem.
area.
Hey man,
Wow.
you love my dingle balls, man.
They're not in the
No.
auto parts stores up here. That's why.
No, they're
call
not.
them
You got to get them
Bamba.
online.
Call La Bamba. Man, what'd you put
Oh,
in that?
that's that store over the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get them online or something like that. No parts stores sell them anymore.
Okay.
They quit selling those. Shit. God,
That's like
forever.
I was telling some people about, they're like, well, why don't you take the heads off and have the heads machined? I'm like, because there's no machine shops up here. There's nobody that does that shit anymore,
Get
Shit,
a
all
piece
you
of
need-
broken granite top and glue a piece of sandpaper down. Just use the weight of the head. It'll
Yep.
tell you if it's
Let it
flat
do
or not.
itself, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go heavy, but it'll tell you. Just go over all the edges with a permanent marker
Fuck
where it
that.
disappears.
Just get an angle grinder and a 4-inch flap wheel and fucking let it eat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the gaskets that you use, I mean, it has enough forgiveness for those cylinder heads, so they should be fine. But if you got a piece of dirt or rust in there that you didn't see, then that could be what is making it leak.
Yeah, I mean, it's making
the belt sander will do it.
the whole complete cylinder wall look like it's brand new, not just part of it.
Yeah, you can get
It
on
just doesn't
Summit and order you a dingleberry home.
We can't be out of gas. Damn.
It's not like I can't do that. I can actually take the heads off again. I did find the other pistons, Rob.
Yeah,
I have them. They're in the storage unit. But I
Hell
have to
yeah.
get another piece now because all my tools were stolen.
oh,
My DeWalt, my polisher, Renegade gave me a battery operated, ratchet. They stole that. They stole my tools out of toolboxes.
God, that sucks.
He probably sold it and buy them all them.
Oh, all right. Well, as much as I hate to do it, I gotta go.
Yeah, I got to get up early too, 5 in the morning. Actually, I wake up at 3.
All right, gentlemen. Have a good
All right,
week. bro.
Jason,
It's all later.
Jason, you want to be on Thursday or don't you know yet?
I'll try and go live if we got a signal. Yeah, I'll see what's going on.
That's
No,
something.
Have a good evening.
I don't know what's
That way
happening
I can
Thursday.
That way I can
We're just-
show up late.
I think we're just gonna we'll be just packing in, getting into the campground and stuff. So maybe I can get.
All right. Oh, okay. You are going to Indy. When are you leaving?
I'm
This
leaving
weekend.
Thursday about noon, so I'll be there at like 2:00, 2:30, something like that.
Sweet. Okay.
I know traffic's supposed to be bad, so they're going to be redirecting traffic. So I think I have to actually go around the north side of the city, around 65. So that may add another hour to my trip just to get there. So they've got it down to a science. They
Well, I'm sure you're going to realize what NASCAR or Indy traffic's
yeah,
looking like.
yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why you show up early and stay late.
Yeah. And like I said, we
I
can
remember
check
years
in
ago we went to Pocono, and it's like we got there early and we was almost front row, kind of sort of.
Mhm.
And when we left, we pulled out onto the pavement and we didn't move for 5 hours.
Right.
Oh,
Well, it's
that's
like
why
we can
moved
get
in.
there.
Then we
The
had to get pulled
campground
out.
opens at 7 a.m. Thursday,
What?
and then we have to be out of there by noon on Monday. So, and the race is Sunday. So,
Damn.
Well, like when we go to the Glen, we're not in a hurry. It's only 2 hours up the road. So
yeah. Well, that's how it is from here to Indy. It's literally 2
wow,
hours.
okay. True.
Yeah, I told Rob, hop on 70. It's 2 hours. Hop on 70, get off at 30th Street, head north. We're right
Yep.
there. Can't miss us.
Oh,
Big ass
it's
fucking
real
track.
quick. Real quick, if you go out 80, Pocono is exit 43.
Nice. Nice.
Bob, Jason,
Actually, it's
Bob,
the old exit 43.
All right,
You know
Rich, take it easy.
See you, Rich. Take it easy, bud.
All right. Yeah, I'm out too.
All right.
Thanks, Rob.
Don, take it
Jason.
easy.
See
Bye,
you, brother.
Wendy. Bye, Dan. Everybody.
Dan. Mama 3, have a good night. Old Mac.
Dan, yeah.
Tom, maybe.
Push
he's
the car.
still-
Come on,
Yeah, I think
push the
Tom's
car.
out already.
Yeah, he is out. Yeah.
All right. Peace out.
Have a good week, Don.
Peace out, Girl
Yeah,
Scouts.
man.
We'll see you.
Later, bro.
Bye.
See ya.
See you, everybody. Have a good what's left of your week, as usual. We'll see you on maybe Thursday. Definitely next Tuesday. Yeah. See you guys.